Hey everyone, my name is Rain. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I will be cash stuffing a total of $1,330 for my fourth paycheck of January. So let's go ahead and start with my black binder, which has my allowance and my monthly bills. So hopefully you guys are doing okay, and hopefully you guys are staying safe and warm in this storm that is currently going on, or might have already passed. Grocery is receiving $95, so we are actually heading to Orlando for about 3 days. That's why I'm stuffing this a bit more than usual. Jose is taking his NCLEX in a couple of days, and we are also planning on doing a apartment hunting because I officially got the position for a cardiac vascular PCU nurse, which I will be working for about 6 to 8 months before transitioning into CVICU, which I'm so excited about. So now grocery has 50, 70, actually, okay, let's recount that. That's 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 210, 15, 25. So that's 225 for groceries. And hopefully we don't eat out as much. We did rent an Airbnb and it does have a kitchen. So I'm hoping we can just cook instead of eating out, because I have been eating out quite a bit. We are skipping gas and spending, and eat out is actually getting $110. So I got the job and I'm really excited about it. Now the only problem I have is I feel like I'm not really ready financially. I mean, I haven't been putting much into my envelopes, but hopefully that is enough. So 50, 70, 90, 110. And I'm also stuffing this a bit more because we might eat out too, so just to be safe, I'm putting extra just to have buffer. Eat out now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and $200. Hopefully that is enough. Buffer is getting skipped and rent is getting $100, so this should be fully funded for this month. And we do have a magic month this month, so I'm so excited about that. So now it has 100, 200, 300, 450 for rent. And then utility is receiving $25. I completely forgot what I was talking about. So now utility has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, and 70. And then auto loan is getting $145, and this should be fully funded for this month as well. So 100, 20, 40, and 5. So now auto loan has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 20, 40, 60, 70, and 80. Wait. 100, 200, 300, 400. Oh, actually, I forgot a 5. So now auto loan has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 20, 40, 60, 75, 85. So that's 585, and that's about how much I pay every month. And then extra debt, which is going towards my car, is getting $50. So now it has 100, 200, 300, 400, 550, and $600. So in total, I'm putting about $1,185 towards my car for this month. And then car insurance is getting $50. So now it has 50, 150, 200, and this is going to be for my 6 months premium. Phone bill is actually getting $15. And I think I'm about a month ahead for this one, because usually I pay about $50 for data, my Apple Music, and my Apple storage. So now phone bill has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, and $100. So yeah, that's about a month ahead. And then gym membership is getting $5. So now it has 10, 15, and 20, and that's all that I need for this month. So that is basically it for my black binder. So moving on to future home / future apartment binder. So I did get the job. However, I do start working on March, so that I'm okay with that, because that gives me a little bit of time to actually earn money, because I think I'm a bit short on furniture and appliances, and security deposit, I'm not really sure how much I should earn for it. And hopefully once we start doing an apartment hunting and look for the apartment that we want to live in, I have a more definitive number by then, so I can earn what I need to earn. But it's getting $25 for now. So now it has 2,500 in the bank, 50, 650, 720, 30, 60, 80, 95, and 800. So 2,800. Hopefully it's not more than this, or not more than $3,000. Furniture is getting $50. So now it has 1,200 in the bank, 1,300, 50, 400, 50, 500, 20, 40, and 50. So that's 1,550. And at first I was actually debating whether or not I should accept the job, because so sorry about the weird cut. My fiance did call me. But anyways, appliances is getting $50, and I don't recall what we were talking about, so hopefully it comes back to me eventually. So I was debating whether or not I should accept the job, because my charge nurse, or my nurse manager, told me that she wants to train me to be a charge nurse, but ultimately it's not really what I am aiming for my long-term career. I do want to be a certified registered nurse anesthesiologist or nurse practitioners. Those two are the actual long-term careers that I have been looking for. Charge nurse does give me more leadership experience. However, you do lose a little bit of your hands-on experience because you don't get patients most of the time. Only when it's short staffed that you actually get patients and be charged at the same time. However, I actually like working with the heart. I love cardiac, and I like having a one-on-one experience with my patients. So ultimately, I decided to accept the job for my CVPCU position. But appliances now has 450, 550, 650, 70, 90, and $700 for appliances. But I will be keeping my position as a PRN, which is part-time in the current job that I have in right now, and then full-time in the other one, in the new job, just so I can fall back into my current job just in case I don't like the job that I will be accepting. Internet is actually getting $15, and my goal for this one is $200, which should be enough to open a internet line. So now it has 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 5. So that's 185 for internet. And then we are skipping into household, which is receiving $20. So now household has 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, and 70. And then first home down payment is getting $20. So now it has $20,000 in my high yield savings account, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. So $20,100 for first home down payment. And then earnest deposit is getting $10. So now it has $100 in the bank, 10, 15, 25, 30. So that's 130. And then lastly, we are stuffing closing costs, which is getting $10. So now it has 20, 30, 45, 55, and 60. So $60 for closing cost. And that is basically it for my blue binder. So moving on to my high priority. So yeah, I'm really excited about this new chapter of my life. However, I am extremely scared because this will be the first time that I actually move out of my parents' house and have like adult responsibilities, like actual adult responsibilities, because I do pay my parents for rent and I do pay my own car. However, I still have their support when it comes to like groceries, and it just gives me a bit more of a wiggle room with my savings. But I know once I actually start living on my own or with my fiance, it's going to be harder from then on, and my financial status won't be the same. But medical expenses is getting $20. So now it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, and $100. And then medical emergency is getting $10. So now it has $1,000, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. And then we're skipping dental, moving on to emergency fund. It will be receiving $50. So let's mark this tracker. One single 50. So now it has $3,100 in the bank, 50, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, and $400 for emergency fund. And I'm actually debating whether or not I should keep on doing my savings challenges for my emergency fund, personal savings, and my 1 month ahead, because they are higher denominations, and I know once I move out I'm not going to have the same amount of money to cash stuff, because of course I have more bills then. Personal savings is getting $65, so 50, 65. But yeah, I'm trying to prepare myself with these changes, and I'm trying to keep a positive mindset. So now personal savings has $3,100 in the bank, 50, 250, 350, 420, 40, 60, 80, 90, 510, 15, 25. So that's 3,525 for personal savings. And then car emergency fund is actually getting $10. And I did do my oil change, so I have to unstuff about $60 in here. So now it has $500 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that's $590. And then let's move on to car emergency fund, which is receiving $10. So now it has $1,000 in the bank, 10, 20, 30, and 40. And then let's move on to the 6 months ahead. We are stuffing $20. So let's do this 2 10s, $20. So now it has $3,100 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 15, and 20. So that's 3,120 for my 6 months ahead. And that is it for my high priority binder. Moving on to my personal savings / my short-term sinking funds. So starting with beauty, it will be receiving $10. So now it has $200 in the bank, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. So that's $280. And then we are skipping clothes, moving on to wish list. It will be receiving $15. And just a little bit of update. I haven't been working out this past few days. I don't know, something about the weather is kind of making me a little bit depressed, and I know seasonal depression is definitely hard to tackle, but I'm trying to get over that. But wishlist now has 350, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 400, 5, and 10. So that's 410 in wishlist. And the sun is setting quite quickly, so I'm sorry about the lighting. Stationery is receiving $10. So now it has 10, 20, 30, 45, 55. And I do use this to support my girlies in the budgeting community. And then splurge is getting skipped. We are putting $30 in mini trips, and this is for our 3 parks vacation in Universal. So I'm really excited about that. So now it has 100, 200, 350, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and $600. And guys, I know I stuff my envelopes quite a bit, but if you guys buy an envelope from my shop, I recommend you guys stuffing this up to 20 bills only, and don't follow me. I'm such a bad example. But it's actually holding on to those bills perfectly fine, so I'm quite happy about that. Vacation is actually getting $15, and we might not actually go to Europe anymore because of the changes that we will be having pretty soon. So I did say 15. So now it has $1,100 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 210, 25, 35, 45. So that's 1,245 for vacation. So yeah, we're definitely changing my priorities once we have a clearer picture of what we are planning to do. Pre-vacation fund is getting $10. So now it has 10, 20, 30, 45, 50. And then we are skipping into education. It will be receiving $10. So now it has $200 in the bank, 50, 70, 80, 590. So that's $290. And then rainy day fund is getting $40. So 40, 20, 40. And my envelopes are getting full because this is leaning downwards. So now it has So now rainy day fund has 500, 50, 70, 90, 610, 630, 50, 70, and 80. So 680, and this will be used as my temporarily PTO because I won't have enough PTO. Actually, they did tell me that I will be having 2 days worth of PTO, but that is basically it for this binder. Moving on to my family binder, we are going to go to my sister Headache. She will be receiving $10, and I do stuff this every single paycheck because I use this for their birthdays and I like to stuff them ahead just so I won't be rushing when their birthday comes. So now Headache has 10, 20, and 5. And then next one is going to be my Headache's sidekick, which is my brother-in-law. He will be receiving 10. So now he has 20, 30, 45, and 50. And I think I'm going to cap it at this. So this is fully funded. Family is receiving $10. So family now has 100, 250, 70, 80, 90. So that's 290. And then Fur Babies is getting $10, and I did buy them food, which was $50, so I have to unstuff that as well. So now it has 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, and 70. Anniversary is getting $10 as well. So now it has 20, 40, 50, 60, and 70. And then next one is Christmas. It will be receiving $60. So 60 right here, and this tracker is from Hustle and Flows, or Michelle. And I love watching her videos. She is so motivating, guys. So now it has 50, 150, 70, 90, 210, 220, and 5. So that's 225. Whoops. And that is basically it for my family binder. And the last binder that I will be stuffing is my savings challenge. So starting with my own savings challenge, my Melody dessert shop, it will be receiving $35. So we did this 11 plus 9, which is 20, and 10 is 30, and 5. So 20, 35. And I think I messed up again. I don't know what is happening. I've been messing up so much the couple of weeks that I've been stuffing. So now this one has 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 15, and 20. So that's 120 for my Melody dessert shop. And a little update about my shop. I am planning on actually launching my items really soon. I actually finished my inventory, but with everything that's going on right now and the trips that we will be taking, it's a little bit busy for me to actually launch them because it's not the great time and it's not the best timing right now. This Usahana Savings Challenge from Cloudy Money is receiving $25, and I think we are fully funding this. So I just have 16 and a 9, and I don't have a 5, so I don't know what to do. So I'm going to take this 10, 15, and 20 and grab a 20 and put 25. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So now it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, and 15. And it does say that total amount should be 115. So this is completed, and I love this so much. This is from Cloudy Money or Callista. And then moving on to the Snoopy Sweetheart Savings Challenge from Creative Space or Budget with Taylor, it will be receiving $20. So this 14 and this 6, and I only have $10 to stuff next video. So now it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 20, 30, and 5, so 135. And I will be using this for my my Valentine's fund. And then lastly, we are stuffing this Korlakuma Savings Challenge from Dissolve Budgets. So I was supposed to stuff $20, but I'm missing a 5. So what I can do is I'm going to grab a $5 bill from my groceries. So I will be stuffing this last 7, and then 5 plus 2, which is 14, and then 1 plus 3, which is 17, but I will be rounding that up. So that's 10, 15, and 20. So now it has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95, and $100. And that is it for this video, guys. So sorry about being so chatty in this video. Hopefully it provided you guys some relaxing moments, but I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me and for watching towards the end of the video. If you guys liked it, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next video. Stay safe as always, guys. Bye!